everybody. Welcome back to Around the Emirates podcast with Sara Mousa, where I speak to guests from across the UAE about topics you want to hear about. Today, I have the honor of being joined by Prathiba Leo. Hi, Prathiba.
Hello. Hi, Sarah.
I am so excited to have you on the show today. So, Prathiba is here because she is a business communications coach. She helps a lot of people with their public speaking and their confidence. Please, Prathiba, tell me your amazing story and what got you started.
Oh, girl, thank you so much for that lovely introduction. You're the sweetest. Hi, everyone. My name is Prathiba Leo. So, I'm a business communication coach and I'm a public speaker. Been in this industry for over 8 years now, 8.5 years. I've coached 2,000 plus clients across the globe in various industries. And it's been one hell of an experience, I should say, because as much as I teach, I learn from my clients as well. So, it's been an amazing ride so far. So, I'm enjoying it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And kind of what inspired you to become a communications coach and what kind of challenges
Mhm.
came with that?
Well, I have to be honest, there was no clear-cut ambition for me to become a communications coach, because this is not a type of a career that people would choose when they are little. So as conventional as I could say, I wanted to be an engineer and I still am. I am an engineer. So I went through that path, but long story short, I had this strong sense of calling towards something else, something which sort of brings purpose. And the root of all that is I love to teach people. And there was a time, even during my school days, where I would imitate my teachers. I would teach people. I would teach students of various ages. And it started all, I think there was a time when my sister was 15 and I was, I think, 11 or 12ish by that time. And she was preparing for her 10th board exams and I was teaching her. And then I realized that, oh my God, I want to do this because I love teaching and I love to sit with someone, highlight in their books, and teach them from step zero and go on to step 10. And it really gave me a strong sense of purpose like, wow, this is what I want to do. But I didn't know what to do at that time, right? So I, joined my engineering degree and I got it. I was topping off all my academics, but still there was this feeling of emptiness, the sense of what am I doing with my life? You know what I mean? Like I'm just going and there's no purpose. So I suppose COVID gave me that purpose, and thanks to my lovely community in Instagram, that they were the ones who persuaded me, saying, "You're speaking really well. Why can't you teach people how you do that?" And that simple question literally opened doors for me. And I have to admit this, I did not do start doing this for the sake of monetary purpose. It was just,
Right.
let me try doing this, and if I like this, I'm going to do it. I think it's only because of that I'm sustaining for so long, because if it was for the aspect of finance, I think I would have quit long time, because this industry is really fickle, and there's nothing that can be promised. Sky is the limit. So
I
yeah,
love
that's
that. And
something.
from all the experiences you've had, all the people that you've obviously coached, what kind of challenges have come with this process?
First and foremost, I think, cross-border, cultural communication. Obviously, I'm not coaching one nationality, right? So at first it was just in India alone, and then I scaled to France. Luckily, I knew French, so I was able to,
Oui, oui.
convince them. Oh yes. And if I have to go to Germany, Italian clients, they were completely different. And surpass that with Singapore or Malaysia, again, it's a very different cultural shock. And I think the major culture shock happened after I moved to Dubai. So obviously you are at the hot spot here, because there's no one nationality here. There are like a minimum of 10 to 15 nationalities who are at one place. And I think that was one of the biggest challenges, because I assumed I would know everything, but then I became really humble when I started meeting all these people. And I think they gave me a little bit of eye opener. It was more like I need to learn a lot more than me thinking, oh, yeah, I know this. I think that was one of the biggest challenges. And now I go very smoothly with it, because I have gained perspective that it takes a lot of time to coach people from cross borders rather than your own nationality. You know what I mean? Because it's it's a never ending game of learning. You have to keep learning because each client is different. And I sort of do my homework really, really well. I prep as much as my clients before I go for every class. So every class for me is very serious. I take it very seriously, because my clients have put their trust in me, and I have to deliver 10 times more so that, I transform them in that way. So I guess, yeah, that was one of my most difficult things to learn.
I love
Yeah.
that. And what would you say has been an impactful or surprising or a key milestone in your growth in this journey?
Mm. Well, the fact that, I am sort of a very harsh critic on myself. Okay, so I'm really not satisfied with whatever I do. People around me keep telling me you're doing a great job, we look up to you. And I'm like, really? You know what I mean? So that's the kind of attitude that I have. I kind of underestimate myself. I never overestimate. I don't correctly estimate. I'm just always underestimating myself. I think that happens a lot because, you are seeing a lot of other coaches in your industry as well. And thanks to social media, you have a glimpse of their life every single day, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on YouTube or
Yeah.
Instagram. And somewhere I feel like not up to their mark, not up to that mark. I think that's something which I am working on. It's a work in progress kind of a thing. So I would never say I've completely detached myself from the results. No, because I'm extremely attached to the results that I deliver to people. So I'm a perfectionist to the T, and I'm not satisfied with anything. It takes a long time for me to get let go of a client when I know that, okay, the client is perfect now, he or she is ready to fly, but still I sort of hold on to that. And I think that's a trait of me which sort of differentiates from the rest of the crowd, because I don't hold back. I give out knowledge selflessly. And when I see my clients going on stages like TEDx, and when I see them giving keynote speeches in their town hall meetings across the UK, the US, I really feel like a part of me has won. So I think that's my biggest accomplishments, to make sure that uh, they they are being transformed from scratch and not just learning anything from me. It's that kind of a bit that helps me out.
It's really inspiring and it's really cool to see your kind of your influence in action, like your impact on people
Mhm.
is not just their being able to speak publicly, but it's also the confidence that they're building within themselves. Like it is a really
Yeah.
important life skill that you're helping these people achieve. And
Mhm.
this brings me to a bit of curiosity here. What is your favorite thing about what you do?
Wow, this is very intriguing. I haven't even thought about this much. The favorite thing about what I do, I think the fact that I get to speak to a lot of people. I think that's the cool part, because I have this tagline of a business communication coach. So automatically people come towards me. And you're in the Emirates, you know that better, right? So it's quite difficult for us to tread through networking, if I have to be honest, because there are a lot of people. But why do certain people get drawn towards you? I don't know. I do a lot of inner work, if I may say so. I work a lot on myself, not just appearance wise. I think it has to do a lot with confidence, how you feel about yourself. And I radiate that in my smile, the way I talk. I welcome people. I am a completely non judgmental person. I think people, whoever have interacted with me, the tagline that I tell them is, there's no judgments. Because when people are talking to me, I make sure that I listen rather than responding to them. And that has opened a lot of doors. I get to meet a lot of people in events. I get invited to events as a speaker. I get invited as a panelist, and even if I'm part of an event as an audience, I carry the same level of respect and commitment that I do even if I'm invited in a very higher position. So the fact that I get to speak to a lot of people, and the fact that I get invited to all these rooms and get to know people from end to end, I think that's the best part of my job. I don't think any other career would have done this for me rather than coaching.
That is so cute. I love how you love to be around people. You are obviously a very personable person, and it helps to be
Mhm.
able to show people like it's okay to build your skills from scratch. It's okay to not know everything in the room. It's okay to
Yeah.
stutter sometimes in your speech. Like the confidence comes with time, and as you said, the work on your inner self. And I think that's such an important and strong message for people to be able to
Mhm,
build
mhm.
their inner confidence. And that
Yeah.
brings me to my final question for you today. Is there a specific kind of word of advice or message you want to leave with the listeners?
Word of advice. Wow. Okay. Um, if you're going through something, just go through it. That's what I will tell you. Whether it's, I've had certain situations in my life where I just question, why is this always happening to me, and why am I not you know, coming out of this. But I think that the point of life started changing when I stopped questioning it and I started going through it. I just went through it. I heard this advice from an interview that Jennifer Lopez gave a couple of years ago. I think it's her Netflix show Halftime, or it was some other interview. I don't exactly remember which one is that. But she kept saying, if you're going through something, just go through it. It's fine. Whatever it is, you've gone through so much in your life, right? And I have to even quote Lily Singh on her podcast with Jay Shetty, which I heard on my commute from office. And she said, if you look back on your life, you've gone through all the problems and you've come out of it. So there's nothing that you can't do. You just have to go through certain things. And I just have that written in my journal. And even when I'm praying, I have that thought in my mind. And that's something which keeps me going. There's nothing that you can't do in your life. You just have to trust yourself more, even if nobody is going to save you. Just go through it. It's fine. You're going to be absolutely okay. So don't give up. I think that's something that I want to say to the listeners. Sorry.
Readers and listeners, both the ones that.
Readers and listeners. Yeah. I
Well,
keep
thank
saying
you so
readers. I
much.
don't know why.
That was such a beautiful message. Thank you so much for
Thank
sharing your
you.
story today.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you. You too. Thank you so much.
Bye.